This is one of the topics you need to understand very well. And the topic is on encryption. Now, what is encryption? Encryption is the process whereby you turn a plain text into a cipher text. A plain text is a readable text, something that anybody can read. Cipher text is a text that nobody can read it except the person that have the key to unlock it. So encryption is just the process of turning readable message into unreadable message. So that is what we call encryption in cybersecurity. In a simple way, think of it like this. Encryption is just like when you have a message in a box. That message that is now in a box, it is only somebody that have the key that can unlock it and read it. Any other person cannot unlock it and read it. That's what we call encryption. Let's take a look at your room. Your room now, you put padlock. The padlock you put is encryption. You are the only one that can actually open your padlock, because you are the only one that have the key. So as you have locked your padlock, that is encryption. So the only person that can unlock it, it is you. That is decryption. So the way encryption works is when you have a plain text, something that somebody can read. When you encrypt it, it becomes cipher text. For somebody else to read it, that person must have a key to decrypt it. So when the person decrypts the cipher text, it returns to plain text for that person. So that is the process of encryption. Now, what are the purpose of encryption? The first one is to protect the data. Maybe we have sensitive data inside it, so we want to protect it. That is number one. Number two is to prevent unauthorized access, so that any other person cannot just have access to our file or our data. Number three, to make a stolen file or stolen system useless. That's why whenever a company employ a remote worker, the laptop they want to give to that remote worker is fully encrypted, such that if anybody, maybe thief, steal the laptop, they cannot make use of any data that is there. We call it full disk encryption. The number four reason is to secure communication. If our communication is not encrypted, hackers can see it and they can perform man-in-the-middle attack. They can alter the communication between two people, maybe on internet or anywhere, and that is why encryption is needed. Imagine you send hello, how are you to somebody, and hackers can just use Wireshark to sniff it and see that, okay, this person is sending how are you to another person. What they will do is that they can manipulate it. They can change that how are you to you are mad, and that will cause confusion. There are two types of encryption. The first one is symmetric encryption. This is the type of encryption that only use one key to encrypt and decrypt. So it means that one key is used to to encrypt it, to lock, and it's that same one key that's also used to to decrypt it. So that is what we call symmetric encryption. Example of symmetric encryption is AES, Advanced Encryption Standard. This one is usually used on your bank app, on your VPN, and on your Wi-Fi. That is WAPA 2 and WAPA. Now, what are the advantages of using symmetric encryption? Number one is that it is fast. Number two is that it is perfect for you to encrypt large amount of data. So we use symmetric encryption for what? For encrypting large amount of data. Now, what are the disadvantages? Number one, the key, that one key that I used to encrypt and decrypt must be secure. Must be what? Must be secured. Must be kept in a very secure place. That is number one. Number two is that if hackers get that particular key, it is game over. When we use symmetric encryption, we use it for disk encryption. Then another way we use symmetric encryption, we use it for Wi-Fi encryption. That is WPA WPA2 and WPA3. Also, we use it for backup encryption to back up most of our data. Those are the three ways we use what? We use symmetric encryption. Now, number 2 type of encryption that we have is what we call asymmetric encryption. Asymmetric encryption is the type of encryption that have 2 keys. It has the public key and the private key. So the public key is what they use to encrypt, that is to lock it, while the private key is what they use to decrypt it, that is to unlock it. So that is how this one basically work. Now, example of this type of asymmetric key, asymmetric encryption is RSA and ECC. Now, what are the advantages and disadvantages of using asymmetric encryption? Number 1 is that the advantage of using asymmetric encryption is that you don't need to share the private key. That is number 1. Number 2 is that it is used to secure communication between 2 services or between 2 people. So those are the 2 advantages of using asymmetric encryption. Now, what are the disadvantages of using asymmetric encryption? Number 1 is that it is slow compared to symmetric encryption. It is slow. Number 2 is that it cannot be used to encrypt large volume of data. So it can only be used to what? To encrypt just smaller volume of data, unlike encryption that can be used to encrypt large volume of data. Now, what are the use cases? Where can we use asymmetric encryption? Asymmetric encryption can be used for HTTPS security, like SSL and TLS encryption. Number 2 is that we also use asymmetric encryption in email security. That is number 2. Number 3 is that we also use it for digital signature. The number 4 ways in which we use it in modern days is we use it to secure messaging app like WhatsApp or any kind of app that we use to message each other. So those are the ways that we use asymmetric encryption. Now, before I end it, let me quickly talk about one thing. There is a difference between hashing and encryption, but people always misquote it. Now, hashing is one way. Hashing cannot be reversed, but encryption can be reversed. So that is just the difference between hashing and encryption. Hashing cannot be reversed. It is one way. While encryption can be what? Can be reversed. Now, example of hashing, we have MD5 and we have SHA-256. So those are the ways we can hash a data. Why do we use hashing? Number 1, we use hashing to maintain integrity of a file. To maintain that particular file has not been tampered at all. We use hashing to store password in database, so that even whenever there is database breaches, hackers will not be able to know the user's password. That is number 3. We use hashing in blockchain. Example, 12345 now can be hashed into AD45E8943B6. So that's the way hashing work. So hashing is just like you are converting something, a particular readable file, to unreadable parts, to unreadable file. So that is just it. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, follow, and share for more updates like this. See you in the next lecture.